What if Wolfenstein 3D was made today? I want to talk about small, fast, old-school shooter called Brotherhood. If you enjoy boomer shooters, this one should be on your list. Think Wolfenstein 3D energy. Simple rules, clear goals, lots of enemies, lots of guns. You move forward and back, strafe left and right, and aim on single plane. It's classic on purpose, but with a few modern touches that make it feel fresh. Here's the setup. A secret group called the Brotherhood tried to create super soldiers using strange chemicals and drugs. The plan went wrong. Most test subjects turned violent and mindless, like zombies or mutants. You are the person who survived the treatment in a good way. You are stronger, faster and angry. You break out of your cage and decide to bring the whole operation down. That's the story, and it gives you a reason to keep moving through labs, factories and bases, shooting your way to the heart of the project. The core loop is simple. Enter a level, move through corridors and rooms, clear enemies, find keys, switches and secrets, exit. The game keeps the interface light so the screen stays clean. Your focus is always on the action in front of you. The first enemies are basic guards, some rush with buttons and try to stun you, others carry pistols and rifles and shoot from cover. Soon you meet failed experiments, faster, tougher targets that push hard when you hesitate. Later the game throws machines at you, robots, turrets and others. There are also kamikaze types, clearly inspired by Serious Sam, who sprint at you yelling and try to explode in your face. When you hear them, you react fast, or you die. Weapons feels good and escalate in satisfying way. You start with a knife, very quickly you get a pistol, then a shotgun for close fights, and then heavier tools, assault rifles, rocket launchers, and some special gadgets. Ammo is not unlimited, so swapping weapons and picking the right tool can be helpful. It's a simulation, but it does require basic weapon discipline. Secrets matter and are worth hunting. Hidden rooms, cracked walls, odd corners, check them. They can hold health, armor, ammo and sometimes permanent boosts that raise your max health. Or in some cases you can find secret levels clearly inspired by Wolfenstein 3D. These boosts make a real difference in later levels where the enemy count spikes. If a room looks suspicious, it probably hides something. The level flow mixes steady hallways with set-piece arenas. There are sections where you must stand your ground while waves pour in from multiple doors. It gets loud and chaotic, but that's the point, and it feels fair because the game gives you the tools to win. There are also moments that flip the script and make you run. Maybe a giant enemy starts hunting you, or a room begins to flood with hazards. Those breaks keep the piece from going flat. Brotherhood uses bright, readable pixel art. Sprites are chunky and clear. You can always tell enemy types apart at a glance, which is key when rooms get crowded. The gore is there, but the retro style softens it, so the game never feels grim for the sake of being grim. Weapon sounds have a nice punch. The sounds make your actions feel strong without drowning out the cues you need to survive. Difficulty builds in a steady line. Early maps lets you learn enemy behaviors and weapons ranges. Mid-game starts stacking enemies together, melee rushers plus shooters plus a special threat, all at once, so you must move constantly and choose targets fast. By late game you will see dozens of enemies on screen. If you kept up with secrets and managed your ammo, it's hectic but fair. If you sprinted through and ignored pickups, it can feel brutal. That's on you. I played a pre-release build and finished it. It already felt solid. Controls were responsive, hit feedback was clear, and I didn't run into show-stopping bugs. I expect the final release will tighten a few things, but the core is already in a good place. What I liked most is how focused Brotherhood is. It knows what it wants to be. A modern take on that early 90s shooter feel. It borrows the Wolfenstein 3D aim style, adds a wider range of enemies and weapons, sprinkles in some sci-fi elements and keep you in constant forward rhythm. There is no crafting, no skill trees, no loot grind. You load in, you shoot, you survive, you repeat. It's a clean design. Are there drawbacks? Sure, the story is simple and mostly a backdrop. If you want deep lore and long cutscenes, this is not that game. Thankfully, you can beat the game within a few hours of fun. Who is it for? Fans of boomer shooters. Players who want a tight, responsive action game without extra systems slowing it down. Anyone who enjoys swapping between shotgun and rocket on the fly, and hearing that room go quiet after a frantic minute of chaos. If that sounds like you, give Brotherhood a look. It's not trying to reinvent the genre, it's trying to deliver a sharp, fun slice of it. In my time with it, it did exactly that. I had a good time. Let me know if you like the concept behind the Brotherhood, and you can find a link to the game below. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye!